Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video I'm going to be going over one of the new two super fates that we got in Final Fantasy XIV's latest expansion, Stormblood. The one we're going to be talking about in this video is the legendary Ixion. Those of you who have played Final Fantasy X should be very familiar with this boss, and it makes a pretty solid appearance here as a super fate. You can find it in the locks. I found it in this position. I don't know if Ixion sometimes spawns in other locations on the map, but this is the location that we saw Ixion, was just right as you enter the zone. You can pretty much see it right from the Aetheryte as long as you're flying over. You'll know that Ixion is up not only from seeing it at a distance, but because of the weather that you're seeing in the zone. So if you ever see this weather, call out to your server, get everyone here, and get ready to kill Ixion. Now, killing Ixion isn't as straightforward as any of the other fates or open world enemies that we have in Final Fantasy XIV currently. In fact, the only way to engage Ixion is almost directly ripped from Final Fantasy XI, where Dark Ixion was an encounter there as well. So how do you actually fight Ixion? Well, I have him in front of me, but you'll notice that he has a shield that's making him completely invulnerable to damage. And no, there's no way for you to break this just by hitting the boss. If you stand there and just attack him for 30 minutes, you won't get anywhere. The only way to damage Ixion is to obtain an item known as a Stygian Ash, which currently is known to have been gotten from time-worn Gazellskin maps, level 70 maps that you can grab as a minor botanist or fishing. And then you take that Stygian Ash, and you just need one of them. That person needs to use the item on Ixion, and he'll get a debuff saying that he's covered in the ash, and the shield will dissipate. Throughout the whole fight, we never needed another one. I don't know if the fight stretches out long enough if you end up needing another one. And I've also heard that you can get Stygian Ash from being struck by random lightning bolts in the zone itself. That sounds like a troll to get you murdered, though, so I'm not going to say that that's a definite means of getting it. But consider it an option if you see any lightning bolts striking. You can sometimes see them striking right here around Ixion himself. So I don't know that I trust that, though, so I'm not going to say that you absolutely get a Stygian Ash. It seems weird that he would give you a Stygian Ash like that. So once you've used the Stygian Ash on him, the fight kind of progresses like a standard fight. He's got, a giant conal AoE. He's got a big AoE that'll do a lot of damage. He's got a giant AoE in that of Arrow Spark you need to move out of. And he even sometimes summons clones that'll dash directly in whatever direction they're facing. So you definitely want to, if you see whatever direction they're facing and they're charging up, try to move out of the way of their line of sight. At about 50%, he summons a few lightning elementals that will pulse lightning AoEs around them as you try to kill them. Doesn't do too much damage, but you want to kill them really fast, because if he finishes casting his ultimate ability while still tethered to those lightning elementals, then you're probably all going to die. Everyone killed them pretty quick on ours. I'm assuming that if you don't, it's going to be bad news bears for everybody who's actually at the fate itself, and you'll probably have to start all over. Fingers crossed that if you wipe, you don't need to Stygian Ash him again. I'm also not sure about that. But I just wanted to show off this fate to you guys. It's a pretty cool implementation. It's a pretty old school implementation of the means at which you're supposed to fight him. But I love the model, and on top of that, the rewards. So by beating this fate on silver or gold, you obtain Ixion horns. On silver, you obtain a single horn, and by completing it with a gold standard, you get 2 horns. Now, with 12 of these horns, you can actually get Ixion as a mount. That's right. See that horse in front of you? You can get that as a mount. You just have to trade in those 12 horns to the Primal Exchange vendor in Rhalgr's Reach. It's the same vendor you go to trade in Susano and Lakshmi Extreme totems for. And with those 12, you'll be good to go. So 6 kills on gold or 12 kills on silver, and you're good to get your very own Ixion mount. So I just wanted to share this fate with you guys, let you know the unique condition that needs to be met in order for you to actually damage Ixion, and let you know about the rewards involved. I'm going to let the fight play out. I'm going to have my own background music playing because I was live streaming this and I had like house music playing and whatnot while I was grinding out hunts, so I don't think that's really fitting for this kind of video. But anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. I'm going to get back to recording all the other guides that you're actually waiting for, and not just this little overview on Ixion itself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.